Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm P.S and you're watching the next episode of a Scrap Mechanic. And actually I hope you enjoyed that intro I made at the start. I worked really hard to make it look beautiful, and if you enjoyed, leave a like down here. It should be somewhere here. And yeah, let me show how cool this building is. Actually this is my best building and actually the best creation I have made on the Scrap Mechanic so far. So let me show in the details. Actually you already saw in the video how cool it is and how it looks, but let me just show and explain how I made some things and how it works. And actually everything you see is made with purpose. There is no compromise in this building. So let me actually first go around like I usually do, and then I'll just go at the front doors and show the entrance and so on. Actually I used a real building reference to make this. It's a WANDANA residence. You saw how it's spelled in the intro. So yeah, here is the money shot here. Look how beautiful it is. And actually let's go from the other side, because you can't really go down here, because I felt too many times here. I don't really want to risk and fall again, because you can't really get up like here. See, you get stuck. Alright, let's get out and go around from the other side, and then I'll go in the entrance. Yeah, this building is really beautiful, especially when you turn on the lights. And actually talking about lights, yesterday I was making this building. Actually it took me like 3 days to make this, like 15 hours just to make it look like this right now. And talking about lights, there's actually a limit how many lights you can add in the game which cast the light on the ground. And actually it's 256 lights maximum you can add to one building, or maybe overall. Yeah, I asked in the Twitter to Scrap Mechanic this, and they said that there's a limit. 256 lights only cast the lights, so any other lights you add, they add this effect, but it doesn't really shine the light on the ground. So oh, I'm already on the balcony, how convenient. So yeah, here's some pipes and some electronics. I just wanted to show the detail I put in this building. That's why I went from this side as well, because you can see there's some pipes and so on. Alright, let's actually go from the main entrance. Alright, and here it is. And actually before we go in, let me show the outside, because there's a ton of details in the facade as well. So first and the biggest and the hardest thing to make was to make this slanted piece here, so it goes like this in the slope and it doesn't cause real lags. So it was really tricky to make like this, and you can see it goes really flush with the ground. And actually I'll put pictures on the screen from which building I inspired, so you can see how it looks in the real life. And actually it looks exactly the same, just the scale is a little bit smaller, and actually it's a little bit narrower in the game than it's in real life, because in real life it was a really long building actually, because I only saw the front and the back, but from those pictures which I saw, the building was actually really long. So yeah, and here this part is actually just for the decor. See this add-on here, and actually there's lights under, so in the night and when you turn on the lights they look really awesome. Same goes with this part at the top. As you can see, there's even these small pipe pieces. Yeah, I just wanted to show with the finger, but it's really hard to show with the finger, so I'll just put some arrow on the screen, which I mean. So yeah, and here is the entrance. Oh yeah, and there's the garage. And actually this house is full of OCD, so it's really everything is in the right order. For example, see, there's this metal piece and there's exactly right amount of blocks just to make it look perfect. Same goes with the lights and everything in this building. Actually on the balcony I will show something else which is really awesome, and I didn't intended to do it, but it turned out really well. But alright, let's stop talking and let's get in. So here is the entrance, let's get in. And here's sensor, so you don't need to use any buttons, because overall, yeah, here's the entrance. You couldn't really put the buttons anywhere so it would look great, so I just added these sensors. Actually the exit part is really tough. No, but oh, this time I was lucky, but usually, let me show how, maybe I just trained. Yeah, usually it's like this. When you go at the doors, it turns on and then it just pushes you away. And this time it just works well, something like this, where the door just push you away. What always happens. when you try to show something that doesn't work as you're supposed to. So let's start with the garage, and then I'll just go around the whole building, and I'll go around it once I turn on the lights as well, so you can really enjoy the building. Alright, and here's the garage, and you can see it's a really beautiful and nice looking garage. Actually, let me turn on the lights in each room I visit so you can see how it looks without the lights and how it looks with lights, and then at the end I'll just go outside and in, and you'll see how it looks with the lights, because actually the lights is half of this building, because without these lights it looks really beautiful, but it's not that. So yeah, let me turn on the lights here. Actually, let's turn on the front lights, the facade lights. I guess there's this button. I already forgot because I had to add these buttons just to not exceed the lights limit, and actually there's already exceeded the limit. You'll see on the balcony there some lights won't work even though they are on. So yeah, here is the facade and the garage. You can see it's really beautiful and really nice looking. There's even this nice tiles on the ground, and as you can see I used this extraordinary pattern, so it's not like a 4 or 1 block, it's 9 by 9. I said just it really adds this awesome feel to it. Alright, let's go outside and I'll show how the facade looks right now. It really feels strange to call it facade. I'll just call it front part of the building, because I don't really like to use some words I not use it to. So yeah, here's the front part. As you can see, the lights add this realistic and awesome feel. As you can see, there's some lights at the top. There's even at these 2 pipes I showed before. There's these lights, then there is these lights, which they should be a bit brighter. Maybe I just turned them off. So yeah, and here is the front part. And actually, when I was making this building, let me show from the outside. I know I extended this video, but I really want to show in details because this is the best build so far. And this actually is 1 year build. Yeah, exactly 1 year ago today I uploaded my first video on the YouTube with intention to get some subscribers. So yeah, this is my anniversary build, so that's why I also try to make it really awesome. So yeah, and talking about the lights again, so see, we are in this mansion world, and here's my Chinese temple thing as well. You can check those episodes as well. So yeah, and there was a lot of lights, and when I was making this one I didn't know there is some kind of lights limit, and I was just adding lights after the light. And once I figured out that there's something wrong with the lights, I went down and added switches to all the lights at those mansions, and then I went here uphill, and this house was shining like it was totally white, because I was setting the range to the maximum to all lights, because I thought it's daylight and that's why I don't see, but I didn't know there's this limit. So yeah, I was setting the range to the maximum, and this whole building was really white. So yeah, let's get back in and I'll show everything else. So yeah, here is the lobby. So let me turn on the lights here. This is for the lobby. So as you can see, it's really getting beautiful. And actually I really like this light here. And as you can see, I even added this art piece here at the stage, so it's not just the flat wall. Alright, and actually these 2 sensors knobbed, this controller and this logic gate, it's actually here for the reason they are not really attached. Yeah, see the spider web. They are not really attached to anything. They are just for the decor, for the thermostat and for the alarm. So when you get in the house, you can just disable the alarm right away. So yeah, we were in the garage. So here's the living room. Let me hide the hood. So here's the living room, and actually let me turn on these lights because this place is really awesome as well. So first was this one, I believe. Yeah, here was the ceiling, and actually let me show the best part. As you can see, there's some lights behind and behind the TV and under the couch. So let me show how it looks when I turn them on. Check it out how beautiful. And I really like these lights behind the TV, so when you sit down, look how beautiful it looks. Alright, and now let me show the kitchen, and I'll show the second floor, and then I'll go outside, because the outside is really the best part in this whole build. So yeah, check it out, it's really beautiful. And as you can see, there's this gray line, and actually it's not a mistake, it's really just to continue, as you can see there's some shelves, and I didn't want to put some shelves on the sink, so I just finished the line just to not to break it apart and make it seamless. Alright, let me start with this one. So you can see this is the light for the bar, and it already looks really beautiful. I added this sink, and actually a lot of things I inspired from the Dodge Lord, I guess, made the GTA 5 Eclipse Tower. From that build I inspired a lot of. So as you can see I made my own sink, so I didn't use the original block. So on here is the funnel. Yeah, I guess it was funnel for the sinks. And actually let me turn on the second light so you can really enjoy it. Check it out, it's so freaking beautiful from all angles. And actually, if I remember, put picture how this table is made in the real building. Actually I really tried to recreate it, and that also was like this with these slanted pieces, so it's really like a modernish feel. So yeah, here's the kitchen. Alright, and this was the first floor, so let's go to the second floor and I'll show the goodies up there. Actually, let's start with the toilet and the bathroom, because I really like these windows. I really thought it's a really unique way how to make windows. I bet someone have already made windows like this, but I really like this design, so I made it as well. Also, another feature which I made is, you can see the bath is made out of the concrete blocks and not with these tiles, because usually everyone makes baths with these tile blocks and it doesn't really look that beautiful, especially in this kind of modern houses. So yeah, here is the funnels and the drain plug. And actually this is another cool feature which I added. Small thing is it's this drain here in the middle, because usually in the bathrooms there are these drains in the middle as well. Actually, let me turn on the lights. So yeah, you can see the beautifulness in this toilet as well. Actually, each room in this building is really unique. So now let's go with this second living room on the upstairs. So here is the light switch here. So yeah, you can see I didn't use the ceiling lights, I had these sides. It's really dark here in the night, that's why I added these extra lights here just to make it a bit brighter. So first, actually let's go to the living room, no, but to the bedroom. So check it out, it's really awesome and beautiful as well, like usual. So let me turn on the lights. And which part I really like is these, see these parts up the ceiling. I don't really know how to call them, these indentations where there are these lights built in, because a lot of modern houses, when I was making this, I was searching a lot of modern houses interiors and bedrooms, and there was a lot of this kind of ceiling decors. So yeah, here is the comfy bed, and actually check it out, this bed light, it's really awesome. Actually it also stole this idea from the Dodge Lord. I hope it was him who made that Eclipse Tower in the GTA 5. So yeah, here's some more shelves. There's not a lot of detail, but I really like the design, because actually in the modern house they are pretty empty if you check the pictures. So yeah, here's the downstairs and the pool base, which I'll show in the second. I just want to build the tension. So now let's go to the office building, office room, just the office. Yeah, so yeah, here is the office, and actually this light at the top, let me get the lift. You can see this light, it's a separate object. I just added it and then just cut it off, and it felt here, and it actually looks really cool and beautiful, and you can't really turn it off or anything. Oh, talking about the lights, let's turn this light on as well. So yeah, here is the shelves, and actually these are the radios, but I use the books, and actually it looks really cool as well. So yeah, here's of course some drinks and so on. Alright, and now let's go to the second floor balcony. As you can see, it's really nice looking as well, and there's this light switch here. I really like how I built this light switch inside this beam, and it hides when you don't really look at it. So yeah, here is the second floor lobby, no, but the balcony. So here's this piece, and actually in a lot of modern houses there's these sun visors, I guess they are. When you want, you can just move them open and the sunlight goes in, and when you don't want, you can just close. And actually this is really cool feature and thing I added. I'm not really sure how to call it, but basically it's like a big basket where you can just climb in and sit and swing. It's like on the chain or something, you can just enjoy the view. So I added this piece as well, and actually it was in the real Vandana residence as well, so I added it here as well. But alright, I guess we are ready to go to the first floor at the swimming pool, but let's go through here. You can actually go down here, but I really want to turn on these lights, so I'll just go through the interior at the... Actually, I need to turn on these lights just to get the right mood. So here is the lights here, and actually we need to go through here. See, it's really bright when you turn on all the lights. That was even brighter when I first came here after I figured out about the light limit. So let's turn on this one and this one. So yeah, check it out. There's lights up here, there's lights here, there's lights in these beams, and I really like these beams. They have this industrial and modern feel. There's even lights here, and if you didn't notice, there's a ton of lights under the stairs here. So let's go up and let's see how it look if I would go down here. So let's just go down here so you see how it looks. So yeah, don't listen to me what I'm talking. So yeah, let's turn on this one light, and actually yeah, let's turn on this to finish up the puzzle. So yeah, here's all the lights, and this is the money shot again. So let's get on the lift and I'll show from which angle it looks the best. So yeah, see how awesome, beautiful this building is. And actually I also added these vents at the roof, so it adds this detail feel like in this Eclipse Tower, which I'm talking about whole episode. I guess I'll put the download link to that building, or just a Moonboss video where he reviewed that building, so you can see what I'm talking about. So yeah, let's go and see the swimming pool now. Alright, and first thing which you'll notice is this ground, and actually this ground took me like 3 hours to figure out what kind of ground I want, because at start I just made from the concrete, then I wasn't really happy, then I changed it to wood, then I changed it. Actually it was really time consuming to figure out what kind of ground I want in here, because I really wanted this modernish feel in this building. Actually, check out this trim here. See, it's really just to separate this is supposed to be wood, separate this wood from the concrete, just to make it look a lot realistic. So yeah, I'm keep talking and getting away from the swimming pool, because I'm really happy how the swimming pool turned out. Because check it out, how cool the swimming pool looks, and I really like the lights. See this blue light here? Actually, let me show the trick how I made it, and it looks like the light comes just from this swimming pool, but actually there is these 2 lights here, and there's another 3rd light which shines. There's these lights out there's under the swimming pool, and they shine. The task is just to shine on the building to get this bluish feel, because if I show a picture from Mission Inspired, you'll see that there is this swimming pool and the light actually shines up to the building. So yeah, here is the swimming pool, and actually let me show this bridge here. Actually, I figured out to make this on my own, and I'm really proud of it because I really like how it turned out. So yeah, as you can see, the swimming pool goes all the way around to the edges, and the only way to get over here is by this small and awesome bridge. And also there's these blue lights just to shine to the building to make it feel like the water reflects. So yeah, here is some sun benches. I bet there's some other word for it. I'll just call it sun benches. So yeah, here's some drink and small table, and here's some bigger table, which looks really awesome in the sun. It's really overall, it's really beautiful building, and I really enjoy and love it, and it's just awesome. So yeah, here's some more pool tales. Oh, and actually, remember at the start of the video I talked about some OCD, and let me show what I mean it. So let me start with this side. As you can see, I used this glass piece, and there's 4 glasses, 1 metal, 4 glass, 1 metal, and let me show how it goes. So see, it's perfectly, it goes to the end of here, and it's all the way 4 pieces, then there's all the way 4 pieces around here, and check it out where it ends. It's actually where I need, and it's also 4 pieces, and I was really surprised that I made this randomly wide and really didn't count it, but when I was making this edge here, I really found out that it's exactly 4 by 1, so it's really awesome, and that's why maybe it also looks really beautiful. And talk about beautiful, you can't actually find any ugly angle in this building, from any angle you'll go, it'll look really beautiful, amazing, and really modernish feel. And actually, let me get on the roof and so on, so you can see how it looks from the top as well, because you can't really see it from the video. So let me get on the roof. So let's get off and delete this one. So yeah, here's this slanted piece here. As you can see, it's on these small pillars here, and it adds really this realistic feel. Same goes with, let's get under, and this one piece here as well. It's not really, it doesn't have any purpose, it's just a look. It will look more realistic. Look look and let me alright, let's get on the roof. So here is the ventilation and the conditioner pipes. So yeah, it's really adds a realistic and detailed feel. So here is the roof. Actually, did I show how the garage works? So yeah, here's the sensor. See, I keep forgetting things because there's so many things to show in this building. So yeah, here is the sensor in the angle, which, oh, actually I need to be a little bit quicker. I haven't even actually tried with the car. So let's run in, and there's actually another switch here, the ceiling, which turns it on. So you can turn it on from the both sides. And I really put this switch at the ceiling because I couldn't really find any other locations where it will fit and wouldn't ruin the design. And I already hate this part here because I had to cut it out to get the space for this pipe. So see, when you open up the pipe, use all the space. Well, I could use one block, but it wouldn't look so awesome. Actually, I could just cut down here, it would look even better, I guess. But yeah, here is my modern mansion and 1-year anniversary build on the YouTube. So yeah, here's my latest modern mansion, also known as WANDANA Residence. And you should really hit that like down here if you enjoyed this build. But alright, I guess that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next videos. Bye!